Good day, viewers. Welcome to Rock Math Class. Today, I will be solving question 31 to question 40 of JAMB 2025 Mathematics Past Question. Kindly like, comment, and subscribe to Rock Math Class for more exciting video. So, given the progression 3579, find an expression for the what? For n minus 2 term of the progression. Good. Looking at this sequence, we are going to say that this is AP, which is arithmetic progression, that is a linear progression. So what we are going to do is that our first term is what? Is 3, and our difference is 5 minus 3, which is same thing as 2, and our x term is giving us a plus n minus 1 times d. But we are asked to look for what? We are looking for n minus 2. So t n minus 2. That is, whenever we have n in this equation 1, we are going to replace it with n minus 2. And whenever we have a, we replace it with 3. Whenever we have d, we replace it with 2. Now, our a is same thing as 3 plus our n now will be what? Will be n minus 2, then minus 1 times 2. This is same thing as 3 plus n minus 3 times 2, which we are going to have 3 plus 2n minus 6, and this can be written as 2n plus 3 minus 6, in which our final answer will be what? Will be 2n minus 3. That is what? That is n minus 2 term, which is same thing as option D. Question 32. In this question 32, we have find the derivative of y equals sine 4x. Now, y equals sine 4x dy over dx. I'm going to differentiate this 4x now. I'm going to have what? 4. I'll differentiate sine. I'm going to have what? Cos. Then I'll have to write out this 4x back. So that is the derivative of sine 4x. With question 33. Question 33, we have if a equals theta over 360 times pi r squared, make theta the subject of formula. Good. We can write out this as a equals theta pi r squared over 360. And we want to make theta to be such a formula. First of all, we cross multiply. When we cross multiply, we're going to have theta pi r squared equals 360 a. So we have to remove the unwanted variables, letters beside the theta, which are this pi r squared. So we have to divide both sides by pi r squared over pi r squared, whereby this we cancel this. So our theta is same thing as what? 360 a over pi r squared. That is our final answer. And this is same thing as option C. Option C. Question 34. What is the minimum value of y equals 2 minus 4x minus 2
case now,
x to the
we
power
have
of
to
2.
find
In this
the first derivative of y, which is the critical value, and we equate it to be 0. So whatever value we have for x, we are going to substitute it into the given equation.
we have y equals 2 minus 4x minus 2x squared. So we have to find the y over the x, in which we are going to have these two return to 0. We are going to have minus 4x equals 0. You have to equate to 0. So now we're going to have minus 4x equals 0. For me, I'm going to have minus 4x equals 4. Maybe I'll divide both sides by minus 4 over minus 4. This cancel this cancel this. But our x is equal to what? Minus 1. So that's the value of what? Of x now. So this value of x, we have to substitute the value of x into what? Into this given equation. What's given equation? We have y equals 2 minus 4x minus 2x squared. Then 2 minus 4, the value of x is minus 1, minus 2 minus 1 squared. So this is same thing as 2 minus 4 times minus 1, we are going to have plus 4. Then minus 1 square is same thing as 1. 1 times minus 2, we are going to have minus 2. Looking at this carefully, these two we cancel this. So our final answer is what? Is 4. Is same thing as option A. Let's proceed to question 30 what? 35. In this question 35, if the probability of death is Q and the probability of survival is P, find the probability of one death and one survivor in an accident involving two persons. Now let me take those two persons as what? As X and Y. So now, if X should survive, that is what? That is, if X should survive, we are going to have what? P. If X should survive, Y what? Y would what? Death. So we have Q. And again, if Y should what? Should be dead, that is X will what? X will survive. We have P. Then what I'm going to do next, you add the two together. If I add these two together, I'm going to have what? 2PQ. Now looking at the option, you have to always go for the closest option to your correct answer. If you look at this, the closest option is what? Is B. Because from the option, we don't have this particular answer. Let's move to question 36. Question 36. Given the construction in the figure above, what is x, y, z? That is, we are looking for angle what? Angle y. We are looking for this part. Looking at this carefully, you have a straight line this way, going this way, and it's what? It cuts at this arc. So this is saying that this angle over here is going to be what? Angle 60 degree. Question 37. Question 37. Convert 137 to base 5. This is one of the most simplest question that I will see in this 2025 JAMB question, because this particular question is majorly for those in GS2, GS1 can also solve this particular question. Now, we want to convert this number to base 5. So let's put it in a tabular form. I have 1, 1, 3, 7. Now, this is my remainder. Then we have 5. How many 5 can we see in 137? We are going to have 2. How many 5 will I see in 37? This is same thing as 7. Remainder what? Remainder 2. Again, you use 5 to divide it again. How many 5 can you see? So that is 5. Remainder 2. How many 5 will you see again? You have 1. Remainder 0. Then how many 5 can you see? This is what is 0, remainder 1. Then take it from down up this way. That is, you have to write 1, 3, 7 is same thing as 1, 0, 2, 2, base 5. And this is same thing as option A. Question 38. P is partly constant and very partly as Q. If P equals 32 when Q equals 16 and P equals 20 when Q equals 12, find what? Find P when Q is what? Is 28. Wow, this is a very simple question. Now we have to write the equation first, in which my equation is going to be what? P equals A plus B Q. Now the first thing that we have, if P is what? Is 32, Q is 16. So I'm going to have 32 equals A plus what? Plus 16B. Let me call this one what? Equation 1. Then secondly, I'm going to substitute these values. This value now. So my P is now what? Our P is now what? 20 equals A plus 12B. These are what? Equation 2. Now to get the value of B, we have to eliminate, that is, I have to subtract equation 2 from equation 1. So by doing that, we are going to have 32 minus 20. What we are going to have, that is what? That is 12 equals A minus A, we have 0. Then 16B minus 12B, we are going to have 4B. So to get the value of B, we divide both sides by what? 4 over 4. So the value of B, 4 here 1, 4 here 3, 4 here 1, 4 here B. So the value of B is what? Is 3. Since we have the value of our B as 3, now let me substitute the value of B into equation 1. Our equation 1 is 32 equals A plus 16B. Now we are going to have 32 equals A plus 16 times 3. And 16 times 3 is same thing as 48. So we have A plus 48. Yes, equals 32. Now our A is equal to what? 32 minus 48, whereby our A equals minus what? Minus 16. So we already know the value of A and B now. So we have to put the value of A and B into what? Into this our formula, which is P equals A plus BQ. Now I'm going to have my P equals, what's the value of A? Minus 16 plus our B is what? 3Q. Now the last question that we are asked to find over here is what? Is to find P when Q is what? Is 28. Find P when Q is what? 28. So our P equals minus 16 plus 3 times 28, and this will give us P is equal to minus 16 plus 3 times 8, that is 24. 3 times 2, that is 6. We have 8. We have 86. So P equals 84 minus 16. The value of P is same thing as we are going to have 8, 6, which is what? 68. That is value of what? That's value of our P, which is same thing as option A. Question 39. Question 39. So in this question 39, the word idea is, this word can be arranged in many ways. How many letters do you have in the word? HANDIER. That's what, that is 7. Now if you want to find the number of ways in which you can arrange these letters, is that we have 7 letters. This is going to be what? This is going to be 7 factorial. 7 factorial. And 7 factorial is same thing as 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 2 times 1, and as 5004. 5004. That's our final answer.
From the table above, estimate the mode of the distribution. We have this distribution, and this distribution is a group data. We can see from 0 to 9, 10 to 19, 20 to 29. This is a group data. And the formula to find this mode is given as the lower class boundary plus then times the interval. Now, we have to look at the frequency carefully. Which one has the highest frequency? The highest frequency is what is 12. So everything that we need will be around this 12. So we are going to find our lower class boundary from what? From this class interval. We have 30 to 39. So the lower class boundary, which is our L, will be given as what? 29.5. That is the first thing. Our interval, the interval from 0 to 9, 10 to 19, 20 to 29 is what? Is 10. How do I get the interval? Is what? Is our interval is going to be what? 9 minus 0 plus 1, that's our interval. Or 19 minus 10 plus 1, that's our interval. 29 minus 20 plus 1, we are going to have 10 as our interval. Good. Our D1, which is what? Which is the frequency of the modern class. The frequency of the modern class is what? Is 29. Is what? Is 12 rather. Then 12 minus, the frequency before it is 6 minus 6. This is equal to 6. Then our D2 is the frequency of the modern class, which is 12. Which is 12 minus the frequency after, which is 8. That we have 12 minus the frequency after. And the frequency after the modern class is 8. So we're going to have 4. So you see all these values, we're going to substitute into what? Into the given formula. This is equal to, our lower class boundary is 29.5 plus, what is our D1? Our D1 is something as 6 over, then D1 plus D2, we're going to have 6 plus 4 multiplied by what? The class interval, which is times 10. This is same thing as 29.5 plus 6 over 10 multiplied by what? 10. Alright, this 10 we cancel this 10. We are left with 29.5 plus 6, and this is same thing as 30 what? That is 35. Yes, it's 35. Yeah, that is 35.5. But we are asked to estimate this given value. So 35.5 is more closer to what? To 34 than 36. So our option, the closest answer over here is 34. That is the final answer. Can you subscribe to Rock My Class for more exciting video? Bye bye.